I recently bought a fountain for my garden. Because there weren't any nearby power outlets, I decided to run it on solar power. To help conserve energy, I used an Arduino to automatically control when the fountain would be on. Here's how it works. The power for the whole system is provided by a small solar panel and stored in a 12-volt battery. The Arduino turns the fountain on and off with a simple relay circuit. In most cases, you'll also need an inverter to turn the battery's 12 volts DC into the 120 volts AC required by the pump. To wire up the Arduino, connect the ground pin to the negative terminal of the battery and connect the VIN pin to the positive terminal of the battery. Then select one of the digital pins to connect to the relay circuit. The circuit that I used is basically just a 12-volt relay and a power transistor. When a high signal is sent from the Arduino to the gate of the transistor, it activates the relay. I also added a diode across the coil of the relay to help protect the transistor from voltage spikes when the relay turns off. I decided that the most convenient way to connect all the components together was to wire them all to the relay circuit. To make this easier, I made a simple housing with terminals for each connection. The negative terminals of each component can be wired together as a common ground. The positive terminals of the solar panel, the battery, the Arduino, and the relay circuit can also be wired together. The positive terminal of the inverter is connected to the output of the relay. Then the fountain is plugged into the inverter. Since your electronics will be outside, you need to protect it from the weather. I just used a cheap plastic tub with a slot cut on the side for the power cords. You can then use your favorite sealant to fill in any gaps. Now you need to write some code to control the fountain. The simplest kind of program that you can use is a basic timer. This lets you set which times during the day that the fountain will be on. You can also use a variety of sensors to control the fountain. For instance, you can use a light sensor so that the fountain only turns on when the sun is shining. Or you can use a voltage divider to let the Arduino monitor the battery's voltage. That way the fountain can turn itself off if the battery gets too low. Or you can add any number of other sensors. You can find some examples with sample code at the link in the description box. Well, there's how to make an Arduino-controlled solar fountain. Thanks for watching, and check back next week for more DIY hacks and how-tos.